Alright, the purpose of this video is to talk a little bit about greatest common factor. And greatest common factor is a really important skill, especially as you get into fractions and you want to start reducing fractions. So if you have a fraction such as 8/12, well, we know that 8/12 can be reduced down to 2/3. And the reason that we know that is because the greatest common factor, the GCF between 8 and 12, is the number 4. Now, you might not know why that is, so let me show you now why that is, or how we get the greatest common factor, otherwise known as the GCF. So let's say we had two numbers. On the left-hand side, we're going to have the number 12. And on the right-hand side, we're going to have the number 16. And we want to say, what is the greatest common factor between these two numbers? That is, when we think about numbers that multiply to give us 12 or multiply to give us 16, which number do both of these numbers share? Which is the greatest number? So in order to solve that, or figure that out, we have to find the factors of each of these numbers. So let's start right here with 12, and we're going to think about it. Okay, well, what numbers multiply to 12? Well, the one that we can always start with is 1. And 1 times 12 is 12. So we know that 1 is a factor of 12. So is 12. Does 2 multiply by anything to give us 12? Well, yeah. 2 times 6 is 12. So we know 2 and 6 are factors. Okay, let's go to 3. 3 times what is 12? Well, that's going to be 4. So we know 3 and 4 are factors. Can we multiply 5 by a whole number to get 12? No, we cannot. So we know 5 is not a factor. And what's after 5? 6. Well, we said 6 times 2 is 12, and we already have that up here. So we know we have found all of the factors for the number 12. These are all the factors. Okay, let's go to 16 now. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to start with 1, and we're going to say, well, I know 1 times 16. Well, that's 16. So 1 and 16 are factors of 16. Can you multiply 2 by anything? Does 2 times something equal 16? Yes, it does. 2 times 8 is 16. So we know 2 and 8 are factors. Does 3 multiply by something to get 16? No, it does not. Does 4 multiply by something to get 16? Yes, it does, which is 4. So we also know that 4 is a factor of 16. Let's see, does 5 go into 16? No, it doesn't. Does 6? 6, 12, 18? No, it doesn't. Does 7? 7, 14, 21? No, it doesn't. Does 8? It does. 8, 16. We already have 8 up here, so we know we now have all of the factors of 16. So you're going to look at these now and you're going to say, okay, look at all the numbers they share, and you're going to find the biggest one. Well, they both share a 1, but that's not the biggest. They both share a 2, but that's not the biggest. They both share a 4. That is the biggest. That is the greatest common factor between 12 and 16. Okay? This side has a 12, but this side does not, or a 6, but this side does not have a 6. This side has a 12, this side does not have a 12. Okay, so 4 is the greatest common factor. Let's do 2 different numbers so you really see how to go about this. Let's do maybe a little bit bigger. let's do the greatest common factors of 24 and 36. Okay, actually, let me write that in a different color. Let's do 24 and 36. All right, let's start with 36. Well, we have 1 times 36 equals 36. So 1, 36. We have 2 times 18 is 36. So 2, 18. We have 3 times 12 is 36. So 3 and 12. We have 4 times 9 is 36. So we know 4 and 9. And we also have 6 times 6 is 36. So we know 6 is a factor. So look at this number 36. This has lots of factors. Okay, these are all the factors of 36. Okay, let's do 24 now. Well, we know 1 times 24 is 24, so 1 and 24 are factors. 2 times 12 is 24, so we have 2 and 12. 3 times 8 is 24. We have 3 and 8. We have 4 times 6 is 24. So we have 4 and 6. Okay, this one also has a lot of factors. Factors of 24. Okay, so now we're going to look and we're going to say, well, what is the biggest number that they both share? It's not going to be 1. It's not going to be 2. It's not going to be 3. It's not going to be 4. It's not going to be 6. Okay, this one has a 9, but this one doesn't have a 9. 8 has a 24, but 36 doesn't have a 24. I see both of them have a 12. 24 has 24, 36 has 18 and 36. So the greatest common factor between 24 and 36 is 12. As always, happy learning. Hope that helps you and makes a little bit more sense, and I'll see you in the next video.